Hi everyone. I wanted to make a quick video on why we go to therapy. I feel like I get asked this question all the time. Um, I sometimes ask myself this question. So, whether or not you're kind of gearing up or trying to understand why therapy could be important for you, or if you're in therapy like me, I find myself sometimes the night before driving to therapy, I'm like, why am I going? What do I have to talk about? Why am I doing this? And then the moment that I land in the therapy room and the moment that I leave, I'm like, oh yeah, this is why I'm doing it. So, some of the reasons why it can be great to go to therapy is because therapy actually allows you to move towards the obstacles in your life. I think a lot of us can do a really great job at avoiding or suppressing, pushing aside our issues. And so therapy really focuses on some of these issues, which promotes the healing process. A lot of times, therapy also allows you to think beyond or beneath the words or the stories that we're oftentimes stuck in. So it's not always about rehashing all the stories and our experiences, but more so connecting with our feelings, like our emotions, which are very important to our physical health. So it's about connecting with our feelings and also with our body, because when we go through a lot of experiences, we become very disconnected from ourself and our body and our emotions. So therapy kind of offers an alignment process there. Dan Siegel explains it very well, what happens in the therapy room, and he uses the acronym PART. So, when you're in therapy, the idea is that you now have access to a person, a therapist, who is extremely present with you, who is interested in what you have to say, who comes unbiased, who practices a non judgmental approach so you can talk about some of the things that you're really struggling with. And so, through presence and through attunement, the connection, the attentiveness with each other, we also experience the R in the PART model by Dan Siegel is resonance. And this is being connected to someone. This is like the feeling of oneness, which is really important to feel heard and understood. My cat's distracting me. So resonance is the R part of that. And then what happens, the T is trust. So when you have a person that is present, that is attuned, that is listening, that is connected, that is resonating with you, then you build trust. And trust is the most important process, like, of the therapy realm, the therapeutic alliance, is there needs to be trust in order for us to go to the deeper places. And when this happens, a person now has permission to explore their internal world. And I think that one of the most valuable things in the therapy room is that together, in this alliance that you create, that you start to unlock these doors that we do a really good job at keeping shut and locked. So I think that therapy is helpful for anyone. You do not have to be struggling with mental health, although I think many of us are these days. You do not have to have an addiction or, a lot of trauma in order to come through. I think there just has to be a desire to explore who you are as a person, how you handle transitions, how you communicate with other people. So I think therapy is an arena for everyone. I don't think everyone needs to be in therapy forever. In fact, my goal with a lot of clients is to work with them until they no longer need me. But for those people that do enjoy popping into therapy every once in a while, like, there's not a time limit on it if you don't need there to be. So I hope that that kind of explains why therapy can be so important, what therapy can offer to folks. That's all for now.